we're talking about how I always had to educate everybody around me about Tourette syndrome. When I was younger, nobody was talking about it, and that's a big reason why I became an advocate for myself and for everybody else. If you've been following me for a little while, you definitely have heard me say that I always just said, like, well, if nobody's going to talk about it, then I'm going to talk about it. I started realizing, and I still realize, unfortunately, 28 years later, that so many people don't actually know what Tourette syndrome is and how different it can be for everybody. In school, it got a little weird for me only because as a child, I always thought, my teachers, they're the ones that know, everything. They're the educators. But in those moments, I had kind of a role reversal where I became the teacher. For me, I think where it comes to education, my biggest thing, especially in school, was that my biggest motto, once again, if you've been following me, you will have heard me, it was get to them before they get to me. I figured if they knew what I was doing, at least maybe I wouldn't get as bullied or things like that. If they knew the story before they saw the tics, if I could get to them before, I just felt like the more casually I talked about it, especially as I got older, the more casually people would receive it, and that it wouldn't seem like this big mysterious thing to everybody, and they would understand why I was doing it. And unfortunately, I thought that would get better as I got older, where more people would know what it is. And I'm not saying that we haven't made progress, because we have made huge progress, but unfortunately a lot of the times I still hear that a lot of people still have to do the same thing, whether they're educating the teachers like on behalf of their kids or their kids are doing that same thing. But I know this next generation of kids with Tourette syndrome are just going to continue to change the world. So eventually, hopefully, not people won't have to continuously be the educators for Tourette syndrome in the school, and maybe they will start learning about it.